Didn't we always promise each other that we would always be together?
We used to play here all the time.
Yeah.
All of this will be gone soon. Is your leg okay? Does it hurt?
It does a little, but I'm fine. Mio?
Yes?
Never mind.
Mayu, about that time back then. Mayu? Mayu! Where are you going?
Welcome to Fatal Frame 2, everyone. Crimson Butterfly. This was pretty much what is considered the best Fatal Frame game. It's the first one I played. You don't really need to play the first one to play this one. But it does have some allusions to it. While it is considered the best, it's not my personal favorite. But it's still a really good horror game. And it was later remade for the Wii. It never received an American version release, but I do know Europe got one.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Where is this? Mayu?
A lost village. I've heard about this place. A long time ago, there was a village here that disappeared during a festival. People who get lost in the woods are trapped by the village. Could this be that place?
Chapter 1, The Lost Village.
I heard singing before, but there's nobody here.
Okay, that's just... seems to be light off in the distance. Nothing too important. It's been a while since I played this. I'm playing this on normal difficulty, because I'm fairly good at these at Fatal Frame, so shouldn't be too bad, although it kind of gets a little hectic in the end. There is something on the ground. A black bag. There are several pieces of paper and a photo inside. News clipping. A news clipping from a year ago. The headline reads, Geological Surveyor Missing. With the start of construction for All Gods Dam approaching, Masumi Makimura, age 26, a geological surveyor dispatched to the area, has gone missing. Mr. Makimura went to the area to investigate the site, but would be submerged once the dam was built, but hasn't been heard from for 5 days. All Gods, I think it's like... what the fuck? Something fell in the back. It's like on Minakami. Minakami means all gods. Small news clipping. It seems like a follow-up to that other news clipping. The search for Masumi Makimura, age 26, the surveyor missing since the 4th of this month, came to a close yesterday. Mr. Makimura had been helping to conduct a geological survey for All Gods Dam. As of yesterday, he has been missing for 10 days. Photo of a man and woman are attached to the news clipping. You put the news clipping and photo of the couple in your file, because we're carrying one around with us.
Who else is here? I wonder if anyone's here. Mio?
Yeah.
Alright, I do want to mention I'm not going to be able to get every ghost.
Isn't anybody here?
Should we go inside? Mayu? Mayu! What's wrong?
I don't want to kill anyone.
And this game's pretty spooky.
Mio, don't go too far.
The rope supporting the shelf is broken, and the shelf has fallen on the sunken fireplace. Well, that is just dandy. That's not what I'm trying to get. Mio. Here we go. Woman's Notebook 1. A page torn from a notebook is near the sunken fireplace. I've heard rumors about the lost village before. Long ago, a massacre occurred on the day of a ceremony, and the village was wiped from the map. Twin deity statues in the forest lead lost people to the village's entrance. Once you pass through the gate, however, you cannot go back. The village eternally relives that night of death. The insane laughter of a woman is said to echo throughout the village. The only survivor of the massacre at the village was a lone woman. And we'll learn more about her. This game's quite old. Sometimes I sense someone passing by the window. He carries a torch and mutters things. He seems to be searching for somebody, but it's not Masumi. In the distance, I can hear some kind of sad ceremonial song being sung. They say that this village vanished on the day of a ceremony, and that day is repeated over and over again.
I feel like we're being watched by someone.
Well, that's very upsetting, Mayu. Mio and Mayu. Alright, and this serves as our save. This game kind of set the tone of having a color represent the theme of the games, and this one chose, because there wasn't a color theme for the first one, but this one chose red. And that stopped with, well, I guess Made of Black Water had black as its color theme. Considering it dealt with, the theme of that was suicide and death. And water. So all the Fatal Frame games, they've always had a theme. The first one is ropes. This one's butterflies. Third one is tattoos. Fourth one is masks. Fifth one, water.
I kept searching for you.
It's a lot darker on my screen than it is what you're seeing. Because I'm looking at my computer screen, it's so much brighter. It's spooky. I've played this a whole bunch of times and I'm getting the heebie-jeebies.
Cold.
I have the Japanese version of this too. I only have the Japanese version of the Wii U. Not the Wii U, the Wii version. I don't have the European version. Masumi, it's me, Miyako. I came to look for you. Let's go home together. Together we can make it. Call for me if you find this. I'll be nearby. Miss you.
I wonder if anyone's really here.
Okay, sometimes there's an item there. Maybe it shows up later. Okay, well. Good old tank controls. You can run, but with Mayu, it's really not ideal to do that. The door is slightly ajar. Let's give it a pull.
Something's strange about this place.
There's a flashlight on the table. Seems like the batteries are still good. Someone must have left it here. Camera obscura pointers. An old book is under the flashlight. Camera pointers is written on the cover. This camera was made by Dr. Aso to take photographs of beings in the spiritual plane that normally cannot be seen. It can reveal events from the past through the lingering thoughts of individuals. It is also able to photograph spiritual beings that are invisible to the human eye. Taking a photo of an unseen being has an exorcismal effect, but simultaneously creates a sort of link with them. If the camera obscura is used carelessly, these beings may even gain the upper hand on the user. I wonder if I can photograph the site at the heart of this village's forbidden ritual. If Dr. Aso were here, I'm sure he would be excited. Seijiro Makabe. It's much older than the flashlight. Seems like it's originally from this house.
This thing is too dangerous.
That's...
So, this is the camera obscura. It takes pictures of impossible things. What was that? I can't believe. So it's true. This thing is too dangerous.
The camera obscura.
Mio. What's that? Is someone here? Mio.
Basic camera operation. The camera obscura is a special camera that allows you to exorcise spirits by taking photographs of them. When you face a direction where a spirit is, the filament at the bottom right of the screen or top of the viewfinder will glow. Once you've located a spirit, raise the camera with the circle button. When you found a spirit, center it in the viewfinder screen and press the shutter button, the X button, or the R1 button to take a photo of it. Those are the default settings, meaning they can be changed. But I'm not going to do that.
Something is here.
There she is. Door woman. her yet.
It's gone. Come on, let's get out of here.
The presence you were feeling in front of the door is gone now. It said you can capture things that ordinary people can't see with this camera. Could this be the power of the camera obscura? I know the AI of Mayu isn't that great. The door is held shut by some kind of powerful force.
Mio, look.
Ah! Oh. I was a little too close. That's what I was trying to get. I thought it was there already. I was wondering what that was at. Different place shows in the photo. Looks like a coal brazier somewhere. Brazier. So, we know from previous games it means we need to go to that location. We've already been there. Oh god, fixed camera angles really add to the tension of horror games, and I'm kind of sad to see that has disappeared. And it's something that we can thank Resident Evil for doing.
There's someone here.
Something shows in the photo. It looks like an injured man.
Don't come near me.
It's open. Something is reflecting the light. I got some herbal medicine. It's always good.
A bed.
This always creeped me out, but it's completely fine. Someone, anyone, whoever sees this, look for me. I'm trapped in this village. Help me. Miyako Sudo. The sliding door of the closet won't open anymore. Maybe it's warped?
Mio, look.
I see. Ginger key. A crest with a ginger design is carved on a copper key. Got her. Good. Not a great photo of her, but still. Stair climber. Okay, I'm gonna save first. Alright, let's go. Up the stairs. Standing woman. There's a padlock engraved with the family crest representing Ginger on the door. You unlock the door with a Ginger key. There's something in the drawer. It's always worth checking these. There's something on the floor. Ooh, type 61, wow.
The lost village.
Beckoner. How much time has passed since I came here? How long will this night last? I can't take the darkness. It's driving me crazy. I have to get out of here. I have to see Masumi. I must be tired. If I start to relax, I pass out. Even in a crazy place like this. The darkness here is creeping into my dreams. Slaughter, rivers of blood, fallen people, a woman in a blood-stained kimono, insane laughter, and twin sisters calling out, "Don't kill me." That woman's laugh is seared into my mind. I don't want to sleep anymore. Damn it. Ah! Mister. I got you, Mayu. Masumi found my note. He was in the village. I can see him soon. I can't move. I'll wait here. He'll be back. He'll find the way out. If he comes back. He came. The last part of the memo stops abruptly.
She also became trapped here. She came into this house looking for her boyfriend. And then, where did she go?
This place must be...
Mayu?
Why?
Capturing exorcising spirits. You can exorcise spirits by taking photographs of them with the camera obscura. The greater the response indicated on the charge gauge in the capture circle, the greater damage you can inflict on the spirit. When the charge gauge glows red, that instant is a shutter chance. If you can shoot during this instant, you can inflict heavier damage on the spirit and repel it back farther. Blast back. Using this blast back ability will push back an approaching spirit. You must have film to shoot. When shooting in succession, you have to wait for the next shot to load before shooting again. While loading, pressing the shutter button will have no effect. Load time is shown at the top right of the screen. High power film gives more damage and loads quicker. You can also upgrade that, I believe. Okay, where is she? Oh yeah, she's over here. So with Mayu with us, the ghosts are more attracted to her because she has stronger psychic energy, which is kind of great. So you can kind of use Mayu as bait. She's not really.
Butterfly.
Chapter 2, Shrine Maidens. There is something on the floor. Aragonite. Looks like a glowing blue crystal. That spirit must have dropped it. Spirit orb acquired. Spirit orb are items used to raise the maximum levels of the camera's basic functions or power-up lenses. Use a spirit orb from function upgrades on the camera menu to increase the maximum level of a camera function or power-up lens. After adding a spirit orb to one of the camera's basic functions or power-up lenses, you can raise its level by using the points you've accumulated through capturing spirits. Come on. Looks like a radio. Spirit Stone radio pointers. You find an old book on the table. It seems to be about the radio. Through the use of crystals in its circuits, this improved version of a crystal radio is able to tune into voices from the spirit world. If a person wears a crystal for a long time, their thoughts will remain within, creating a special type of crystal, a spirit stone. According to Dr. Also, the radio can also pick up sounds from the spirit world, indicating feelings and intuitions in a similar manner to the sympathetic phenomenon that occurs between twins. The bookcase has fallen over and old books and scrolls litter the floor. Some of the books appear to be about local legends and tales, but there's nothing in detail. Folklorist 1. A book about the village was on the old bookshelf. The ceremony master, Mr. Kurosawa, gave me a very warm welcome. The village has no chief. The ceremony master presides over the village. I wonder if this village was founded by people who wanted to preserve their sacred rituals and festivals. Most notable among all gods' folklore is the Gate to Hell, legend that has been passed down for years. It is an archetypal tale of a gate or hole that marks the border to the world of the dead, also called Hades, the underworld, or the netherworld. I think it's, in the Japanese version, it's Yomi. It is a forbidden place that is feared and hated, but it is also worshipped as well. The idea of hell has been a core belief of humans since ancient times. This village supports the theory that the belief is universal. The forbidden ritual regarding this gate to hell that takes place here is something no one is allowed to see or speak of. This strict taboo is probably the result of a ceremony concerning the border with hell coming closer to the living world. Villagers lead a simple life. Deep in the mountains, they struggle to forage food for their daily meals. The village has little contact with the outside world. They continue to practice the old ways of old, frozen in time. Let's take a... whoops. Look at the radio.
Where did you go? Without you,
I may have to go to the main menu to turn on subtitles. Girl in hiding. Alright. Old kimonos and ornaments are crammed into the drawer haphazardly.
Mayu!
I'm sorry. I have to go. It's calling me.
There'll be a few moments where we play as Mayu. She can run, but not very fast. Mayu is the older twin and Mio is the younger twin.
It is the destiny of the sacrifice. The destiny. Remember?
Mayu.
Acquire the slow power-up lens. Effect: slows down the movement of a spirit. Spirit power required is 1. Upgrade extends duration. Temporarily slows down the movement of the spirit being photographed. To use, press this triangle button when you've charged 1 or more spirit power points. The default settings. While this effect is active, the spirit will move slower and shutter chances will be longer, making the spirit easier to capture. This is especially effective against quick spirits or spirits that are difficult to time. Raising the level of this effect extends its duration, which is very handy for a certain ghost we'll meet. And we have the measure function. Shows spirit HP. When this function is equipped, it shows the remaining HP of the closest spirit in the capture circle in the viewfinder's upper left corner, which is awesome. Okay, hold on. Alright. Before we follow Mayu, let's go save. There's something on the ground. Herbal medicine. We can't save because we're about to be attacked. This is a completely optional fight. I actually missed it the very first time I played this game. I didn't know about it. I didn't know about this room. I walked past it. We'll fight her a couple of times, the box ghost. You can kind of tell she's a reference to a very famous pop culture icon. You have to be quick, because you can only get her. I need to stop talking. I'm losing my edge. It's okay. Unlike other ghosts, you have to get her a certain time. God, that's creepy. Got her. One more. Occasionally she'll do that. Not very often, though. And we'll fight her again. A moonstone. And another spirit orb. Whoops. Okay.
Darkness is coming. Dark. Dark. It's coming. Coming.
They only use the radio in this game. It does somewhat come back in the next one, the third one, but not really. You don't collect, I guess the fatal glance in future games is kind of another form of the gemstones we pick up. Alright, so let's save. I will be ending the video there. And we'll continue next and follow after Mayu. Hopefully we can catch up with her. Thanks for watching.